Welcome to Sat News and Aussie Satellite, your go-to source for the latest news and updates on Australia's satellite internet revolution. I'm John Whitley, and whether you're an existing Skymuster customer or just keeping an eye on what's coming, you're in the right place. So let's get into it. Hot off the press, Amazon Leo Australia, 369 satellites in orbit, and the Q1 2027 NBN rollout is on track. Amazon Leo Australia is building momentum fast, and the latest launch is proof the constellation is exactly where it needs to be ahead of the Q1 2027 NBN rollout starting in Tasmania. Arianespace has successfully placed another 36 Amazon Leo satellites into low Earth orbit using an upgraded Ariane 64 heavy lift rocket launched from Europe's spaceport in French Guiana. At 465 kilometers altitude, these satellites join a rapidly growing mesh of broadband infrastructure that will soon replace the aging Skymuster system for over 300,000 regional, rural, and remote Australians' homes and businesses. The numbers tell the story. This mission was the largest single Ariane 64 launch for Amazon Leo to date, 4 more satellites than either of the 2 previous Ariane missions this year. It is also part of an 18 launch contract with Arianespace and brings Arianespace's total contribution to 100 satellites deployed for Amazon Leo in under 5 months. With this launch, Amazon Leo has now placed a total of 369 satellites into orbit, with approximately 367 currently operational. That is a constellation growing at serious pace, and for rural Australians waiting on a better connection, every satellite added is a direct step toward the service they've been promised. So what does that mean for Skymuster customers in regional Australia if you're currently on NBN Skymuster or Skymuster Plus service? Here's what matters most. NBN Co's planning transition to Amazon Leo remains firmly on track. Tasmania is first in line, with proof of concept trials scheduled for July to September 2026, and a commercial rollout expected to begin in Q1 2027, progressively expanding nationally from there. For eligible existing Skymuster customers, NBN Co has proposed free hardware and free professional installation when you transition to the new Leo service. Introductory wholesale pricing at or below current Skymuster equivalent plans. A 50 megabytes per second plan and a 100 megabyte per second tier. Locked in for the first 2 years. No disruption to your current Skymuster service during the transition period. Skymuster will continue operating to at least 2028. So there's no cliff edge, but the upgrade when it comes will be transformative. Why the upgrade matters: for the Bush Skymuster orbits roughly 36,000 kilometers above Earth. That distance creates the punishing latency, often 600 milliseconds or more. That makes video calls drop out, telehealth consultants frustrating, and online education unreliable for rural families. Amazon Leo satellites operate at just 465 to 630 kilometers. That proximity slashes latency to under 80 milliseconds, whilst unlocking residential speeds of up to 400 megabits per second and enterprise speeds up to 1 gig. For regional Australia, this is not an incremental improvement. This is a genuine infrastructure leap that levels the playing field between the bush and the city. Telehealth appointments that actually work, distance education without buffering, digital tools that connect rural business to national and global markets. These are practical everyday outcomes that a healthy Amazon Leo constellation makes possible. The takeaway is each successful launch tightens the timeline and reduces risk. With 369 satellites now operational, multiple launches provide delivering payloads on schedule, and NBN Co's wholesale framework already in constellation. The Q1 2027 Tasmanian first rollout is not a distant promise. It's an engineering project hitting its milestones. If you're on Skymuster and wondering what comes next, the short answer is something much better. Arriving soon than you might think. Want to know if your address is eligible for Amazon Leo NBN upgrade? Get in touch with our team at Aussie Satellite. To find out more, visit australiansatellite.com.au.